Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tekla Mkumbo. I like to call myself too blessed to be stressed. Some of you like to call me TK. If you're new here, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like this video, share and comment. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, guys, so today I want to share with you my experience about debt. Yes. So, this is something that I came to realize that if it's not taken care of, it can actually ruin someone's life. So, I'll go straight to the point. So, some time back, when I was a single mother at that period, I started a business, and we all know how businesses are. So the business was doing good at some time, and then I found myself in debt, you know, because I believe I didn't have enough capital and the business was growing so big. So I found myself in debt. And yes, there were so many other reasons. One was being I was taking care of my twins alone. So the expenses were overwhelming and they were too much for myself. And then I also didn't have enough knowledge on how to manage, finances back then. That's why I was in so much debt. So I remember how I was stressed. Yes. Oh my God. Whenever I remember those days, I just thank God that He actually saved me from that because I was not able to sleep at night. Sometimes I would see my phone as a bomb. Like I wanted it far away from me. But then it was so confusing because same time I needed my phone because I was running a business and my phone was, like my office. So there were times that numbers would call me and I would be scared to answer because I wouldn't know, is it someone that I owe money or is it a new customer? They want to pay something, like they want to give me money. So that's one bad thing about being in debt. Like you think your phone is your enemy because you're not sure who is calling you because you owe people so much. So I remember there were times that I actually asked God that, God, is there a time that I'm actually going to be debt free? And at some time, I think God was quiet. I think it was a lesson that I was supposed to learn so that in future I know how to manage well finances. Yes. So I remember some relationships were ruined. I remember some of my friends really turned on me because I was not doing bad. And this is another lesson that I learned that when you're actually going through a rough season, especially financially, that's when you actually know who are truly your people. And this is something I want you to learn. Pay attention on how people treat you when you're doing well. Same people can be understanding when you're not doing well and be with you during that season until you become better again. But some people will actually change on you. I experienced that. I lost some friends because they actually couldn't bear with me when I was going through that rough season. And it's not like I didn't share with them. I explained to them. I remember I actually asked to talk to them and we had a meeting one on one and I explained myself. I poured out everything. So that was the lesson I learned. So now that I live in this country, I came to realize that there are some debts that we actually get ourselves into that are actually very unnecessary. I'm going to give you an example. Um, I know people who are very, I see them as they're successful. Okay, maybe they have a business or they have a good job. But you come to find out they owe people so much. And the people that they owe, they're actually doing less than them, like financially. So I started to ask myself, what could be the reason for this? Because I know as a Christian, the Bible tells us in Proverbs 22, verse 7, that the borrower is a slave to the lender. So I really started to pay attention on what could be the reasons, for these people that I see them doing well financially, but they actually owe people money. I came to realize most of these people are actually not financially educated. That's one, because they cannot manage their finances well. And this is not a financial advice. This is me sharing my experience. So these people do not, you know, learn how to manage their finances, because if you make so much money and then you owe someone very little, that means you're not well with your finances. Okay. So another thing that I noticed is that they spend more than how much they make. That's why they find themselves in debt. They think money will always come. But guys, we do not know tomorrow. So whatever you make today, make sure you set aside some savings for future, because you might find yourself spending everything and you're left with nothing, and that's when you actually get yourself into debt. So there was a day I was listening to this lady, I think on another platform, and she was explaining how owing other people can actually cause chaos in your life. So she was saying how when you owe someone and they actually complain about it, let's say you have a business and people work for you, and you have an agreement that after this job is done, I'm going to pay you this amount of money. And they do the job for you, and at the end of the day, you don't pay them. So time goes by, you act as if you forget. Um, these people ask you for their money. You keep telling them, maybe I don't have money now. I'll pay you. But your life continues as usual. They see you, you're still living your best life. So these people start complaining, and sometimes they go to complain to other people, and those other people might happen to actually know you. So that was the situation that happened to me. So I was confused. I was like, how come they owe people that make less than them, and then they act as if nothing is happening, and they spend, because the world right now, everybody is on social media and they post. So I thought I should share this today. We really need to check ourselves. Personally, it reminded me, and I went back and I asked God to please give me, I should be very humble, so that if I owe anyone, if I don't have the money to pay them, I should at least tell them, and, be faithful that if I tell them that I will pay them, I should actually pay them. And this is something that, I want to share with you. When people complain about you not paying them, what you owe them, I think that's very bad. And it blocks so much of your blessing. You might be asking yourself why there are things in your life that are not going as how you wish, but it's actually some people complaining about you. So they make your spiritual world very chaotic, and you find yourself unhappy. Like you don't feel happy from within, even if other people around you, they see you like you're successful and you're doing so well and you have money, but yourself, you don't have that inner peace with you. That's because of other people who are complaining about you. So I thought I should share this today so that it reminds us to check ourselves. If you work with people, treat people well, pay them what you owe them. Okay? These people need the money. That's why they came to do the job for you. We all know, we work so hard to earn money. Now imagine someone even spent, their money to get to your job. They incurred all these other costs and they had plans on how much they make and what they're going to do. They have bills to pay, they have families they support. They can do anything with their money. And then you don't pay them, and then they see you, enjoying life, because it's something else if you're actually struggling and they can see that you're also struggling. Maybe they will have, patience. But when they see you actually living your best life and you owe them money, that's another story. So I thought I should share that with you, so that it reminds us, if God blesses us with businesses, if God blesses us so that we can employ other people and work with other people, sometimes you even need to do something and God brings someone in your life that can actually support you and they give you money. And if you actually borrowed with the promise that you pay them back, please be faithful to pay them back. Because if you don't, they will complain. They will not be happy. Even if some of people will not complain it to yourself, but they will be complaining, to their God, like, why are they doing this to me? I was being nice to them. Why are they paying me like this? So that causes chaos in your spiritual world. You might not see it, but you will definitely feel it. So I thought I should share that today because I know God is going to bless us with businesses. We're going to work with people. We should know how to treat them right. We should pay them according to the agreements that we had with them. If you're not doing well, if you're not in the position right now to pay your debts, have the courage to talk to them. People are very understanding. They will understand you. They will give you time. That's better, so that you don't ruin relationships, so that you don't ruin your image that you've taken so long to build. Because if people know that you owe people money, they lose respect for you. They can see that everything that you're doing, it's just an act. Okay. So I don't want you to be in that position. I don't want myself to be in that position. That's why I thought I should share that with someone today. May it remind you to do right. Okay? Because if you become, faithful now with a little, God will definitely bless you with so much more, because He will see that if you're being faithful with the little that He blessed you with, you will definitely be faithful with so much more that He's going to bless you. But again, if you're in debt, remember, you're still too blessed to be stressed. Just put your faith in Jesus. Trust Him. Pray to Him. Always pray for the people that you owe. God should really bless them and give them all, they need, so that they have peace and they don't lack anything, so that they don't embarrass you. Yes, because once you pray to God to provide for them, they will have the peace and they will be able to give you time, because it's not like they need that money to, to get whatever they need. God has already provided for them. So they'll be like, you know what? We have all that we need, so we can give you time. So that was very powerful to me. And I always pray for people that I owe, that they don't lack anything, that God should bless them during the time that I am working, so that I can pay them back. And that gave me so much peace. So I thought I should share that with you. Pray for the people that you owe, that they don't lack, so that you have time to make money and pay them back. I hope you're having an amazing 2026. This year, we do things right. Okay, guys? Till next time, stay blessed. Buy the best. Remember to subscribe. Remember to like. Remember to comment and share this with anyone that you think they would love this content. Till next time.